Hi, I'm Dan Palomino with KW Big Island and the Hawaii team. Well, you've heard me talk about the short-term vacation rental permit and the issue that's currently going on here in the county. They're talking about revising what's happening with short-term vacation rental permits. And from the first few meetings that the county council has given to the public and the first draft that they provided to the public, it appeared on the outside that the county council wasn't interested in taking away short-term vacation rentals or restricting them more. It was more that they were targeting one specific area, what we call hosted rentals. And if you don't know what a hosted rental is, let me explain it to you. It's basically you own a property in Hawaii and it's outside the short-term vacation rental zone, right? So it's outside the parameters of where it would be eligible for a short-term vacation rental permit. Let's say it's up the mountain a little bit. It's on agricultural land. You've got a house and a guest house on 3 acres, and you want to do a short-term vacation rental. Well, the answer has been you can't unless, of course, it's a hosted rental. And a hosted rental means you, the owner, actually live there. It's your primary residence. And you can prove to the county that you do live there and it's your primary residence. And then maybe you're renting out the guest house to short-term vacation renters. That's permissible even though you're outside the permitted zone. And the reason why it's permissible is because it's hosted. Well, that's the area that the county council wants to kind of dive into, refine, tinker, and play with. You see, there's a bunch of people that have bought properties outside the zone. They wanted to do a hosted rental, but they're not living there. Instead, they put a caretaker in the guest house, and then they had that caretaker do all the short-term vacation rentals for the main house. And so the caretaker is doing the, quote, hosted rental. But the hosted person isn't the person that owns the house. And that's the part that irks the county council. So that's the part that they're going to be zeroing in on and making some adjustments. Now we're hearing that the second draft of what they're proposing to short-term vacation rentals is about to be released. And again, county council is going to hold a public forum for input, and they're going to continue to have their survey online where you can go on as a consumer or as a homeowner here and you can voice your opinion through the survey. However, I've seen them do this survey thing before. I've seen them do this, input from the public before. And my experience tells me it goes through one ear and out the other of the county council. They end up doing whatever the hell they want anyway. Again, probably good to, voice your constitutional right and your displeasure. Whether or not that will make an impact on the county council, I highly doubt it. But anyway, be looking for this next draft. And if you're interested in this particular topic, you can email me here, dan@thehawaiiteam.com, dan@thehawaiiteam.com, as you see on the screen here. And I'll make sure I put you on my distribution list so you can get a draft copy of what changes they are proposing to the short-term vacation rentals. Now, could there be other changes over and above what we're talking about with the hosted? Sure. Since the last time we spoke to the county council, I'm sure they could have slipped in some other stuff, right? So we got to read it thoroughly, and we got to know what's going on, because the reality is that, we're talking about owner's property rights, what you can do with your property. And it just depends on how you feel about the government. I mean, how much will you allow the government to have a say on what you can do with your property? That's what it boils down to. If you'd like to leave a comment or talk with me about that, or you need help buying or selling or investing here in the Big Island of Hawaii, contact me here at 808-913-0899, 808-913-0899, or thehawaiiteam.com. Aloha.